everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cyril. I have been a stem cell researcher for quite some time, and I am here to tell you about the science that is behind skincare ingredients. And for today's video, we are going to talk about acids to treat acne. And I will let my dog go back to sleep. On my channel, I have already talked about acids, and I am a firm believer that if you really understand how an active works, you will be able to use it and also to achieve what I call your skin goal. I invite you to watch my different videos on acid, and I'm going to link down below in the description box my different videos that I've done on acids, and I really invite you to watch my videos on AHA and also on BHA. So if I quickly summarize the role of acid in skincare, they basically increase the cell turnover of the dead skin cells that we have in the skin barrier that is known as the stratum corneum. And just this simple effect is going to have tremendous results on our skin. So first of all, it's going to even out the skin surface of the skin, and therefore the skin will look more even and more smooth. It's also going to even the skin tone, so if you have some patches of discoloration, after some times of using those acids, your skin tone will be more even. Another wonderful properties of acid is that it's going to help your moisturizers to act better and basically to do a better job. And the reason is because if you look at the surface of your skin, you will see that there is a lot of bumps due to an accumulation of the dead skin that are not really flat, and when you are going to come with your hydrating product and your moisturizer, they won't benefit the healthy layer with that you have behind. But if you use the correct type of acid to exfoliate those bumps, the moisturizer will be able to smooth and plump the healthy layer of dead skin. Another wonderful properties of acid is that they are mostly anti-aging, simply because they are going to increase the proliferation of the epidermal cells that you have just behind and boost your skin to produce a new skin barrier. And last but not least, of course, it has a declogging effect of the skin, which is the main purpose of today's video. So it has an anti-acne activities basically. So like I said in my recent video about acne, and I'm going also to link it down below, is that it is a disease of the pore, and before you start anything with your skin, you need first of all to be sure that you do have acne, because some skin issue can look like acne but it is not at all acne. An example could be some allergic reaction or even eczema that could look like little pimples that are really red, but they'll have nothing to do with acne. So first of all, you need to have a proper diagnosis, and the best way, of course, to have it is to go and see a dermatologist. Another key point before you start any at-home skincare treatment is to evaluate the degree of severity of acne that you have. If you have mild to moderate acne and you don't have any scars, and what I mean by scar is not the post-inflammatory marks that you can have that are red hue. What I'm talking about is really like a hole in the skin, like a proper scar. If you do have that and you have severe also acne with pimples that goes under pimples and etc., don't start any treatment at home and go straight away to see a dermatologist, because once the skin is scarred, there is not much to do that you can do at home, and you need to see a professional, and it costs a lot. It is a very long period, and sometimes it is so hard to treat them. So how those acids are going to help you to declog your skin? So we don't exactly understand what is the cause of acne. This is something that we don't quite understand, but there are definitely factors that are required to have acne. One of the main factors are the clogging of the pores. So what happens is that you have an accumulation of dead skin that is going to clog the pore, and in conjunction with the sebum, there is one bacteria that is named Cutibacterium acnes, which is the new name for this bacteria. It used to be named Propionibacterium acnes. And this bacteria that we all have in our pores is going to abnormally proliferate and trigger an inflammation, aka a delicious pimple. So we know that those factors are required to have acne, but what really trigger and switch on this inflammation, this is something that we don't really understand. And this is also something that you probably already know. Some people can have a lot of blackheads without any pimples, and although other people don't have any visible clogging of the pore, like myself, for example, I don't have a lot of whiteheads or blackheads, even before when I had much more acne that I currently have. So currently, just as a quick reminder, I get 1 or 2 pimples per week, and when I'm really lucky, I get 0, like this week for example. So you can have a lot of blackheads and whiteheads without having pimples, and also the other way around, or a mix of it. So there are a lot that we still do not understand. This being said, in over-the-counter skincare, there is some really potent actives. AHA acids can really help you. Most likely they're not going to cure your acne, but it's going to diminish all the symptoms, so you will have less blackheads and also less pimples. So it's really important that when you are starting those type of treatment, is to not have a crazy expectation, to accept the fact that you will still have breakouts, but at a lesser frequency, and they will be less inflamed, and they will also heal much faster. If it is really too bothering for you, in that case you do need to see your dermatologist to have a harsher treatment, but with harsher treatment also goes stronger side effects. So the first, I would say, classical combo to treat at-home acne is to combine an AHA with a BHA. So AHA are alpha hydroxy acid, that are acids that are only soluble in water, and they will act on the top surface of the skin. And the most potent one that we have in at-home skincare is glycolic acid. So again, I invite you to watch my video on AHA. And glycolic acid will really help to shed out those skin cells, and it will prevent some of them to clog the pores. So I have 2 recommendations. I, in general, do not tend to recommend those very strong concentration of AHA. The reason is because most of the time it leads to over-exfoliation, and I also find them pretty unnecessary. A good way is to start with 5 to 7% glycolic acid, and if you need more, you start 3 times per week, and then you build your way up, and like this you will really increase the power of the glycolic acids. So I have 2 recommendations. The most affordable recommendation, it's from The Ordinary. This is the glycolic acid 7%. This one is formulated with a pH under 4, which is 3.6, so it is pretty potent, and at the same time it is still hydrating because it contains, if I'm not mistaken, amino acids. Another one that I really enjoy is simply the one from Cove Beauty. This is the Kale Laluia that contains 5% of AHA. It's also formulated with an acidic pH under 4, and this formula, I find it a tad bit more hydrating than the one from The Ordinary. So it is overall an excellent formula that will really help your skin. And in this one, something that is also interesting is that it has also a BHA, which is betaine salicylate, which is less potent than salicylic acid. And the secret to really treat acne is to add salicylic acid. So the one that I tend to recommend the most are the one from The Ordinary, which is the 2% salicylic acid, or another one that is more expensive that I don't currently have at home, is the 2% BHA from Paula Choice, which has a more elegant formula compared to The Ordinary one. So how to use them? This is pretty simple. I recommend them to use in the evening. The reason is because you want to go pretty hard with your moisturizer. So after double cleansing your skin, you use first the AHA on your hand. You rub your hand and then you distribute it all over your face. Just be careful for your neck area, because for some people this area could be more delicate. So if you start to have an itchy neck with some irritation, just decrease the frequency. And then you use the salicylic acid. Something that you also need to consider is where do you have your acne. If your acne is, for example, concentrated on your cheeks or your forehead and you don't have it all over your face, consider to use those acids only on those tricky areas, and for the rest of your face only use this combo of acids once or twice per week. But like I said, start slowly, like once or twice per week, and then slowly build your way up, but don't start every day and risk to over exfoliate your skin. So the second combo killer that I have for you, this is probably one of my favorite ones, is to combine azelaic acid with, again, salicylic acid. So azelaic acid is such a beautiful AHA. For unknown reasons, it is not a very popular acid, which is a huge mistake because azelaic acid is a wonderful acid. It is less potent as glycolic acid in the sense that you are at less risk of overexfoliating your skin, but still it is a wonderful acid to treat acne. It has been demonstrated, especially 20% of azelaic acid, to be almost as efficient as the retinoid that are most commonly, that are more commonly prescribed by dermatologists. So I'm thinking about adapalene. And it also has an anti-inflammatory effect, an antibacterial effect, and an anti-redness effect, which is excellent because when you use a lot of acid, you tend to also react to them and your skin is redder. I have two to recommend you. So the first one is for those of you who are in a tight budget or simply you are really unsure and you want to give it a try. And in that case, I recommend the one from The Ordinary, which is the azelaic acid suspension at 10%. I really don't like the texture of this one because it is heavy with a silicone. It really feels like a primer, so it's not beautiful to use, but still it is efficient. What is lovely about this one is, of course, the price point. It's very affordable, so if you're on a tight budget, or like I said, you just are not sure and you don't want to commit with a more expensive product, in that case, this one. And the way that I recommend to you this one is after double cleansing your skin, you go first with the azelaic acid from The Ordinary or the one from Paula Choy, the 2% salicylic acid, and then you go with The Ordinary one. You wait 5 to 10 minutes and then you apply your moisturizer. The other one that I tend to recommend more often because the texture is so much better is the one from Paula Choy, the, again, 10% azelaic acid. This one is much more better. I don't have it right now at home, and in that case you first use the one from Paula Choy and then you follow it by the 2% salicylic acid from The Ordinary or the one from Paula Choy. In general, I do not recommend to use those acids using a cotton pad. You can, but I found that it is very unnecessary and it is also a waste of product. The only thing that you need to remember is first to use enough, but don't go too crazy, and spend some time to massage it because, again, you want to make sure that those acid goes deeper. So the key to success, and something that you always need to remember, those acids, even though they have a pretty low concentration, because you are going to build your way up to the maximum, I would say, frequency to have the maximum effect, you need to make sure that your skin is very well moisturized. And in general, when you are acne prone, you are really scared about a moisturizer, and you should not. So I'm going to give you a good example of a great moisturizer that you can use. The one that I really like to recommend is simply the one from Ida Labo. This is the Cocoon cream. This one also has a pretty lightweight feel, but at the same time it is pretty moisturizing. If you still find that your skin is pretty dry, in that case, add the Perfect Gel, again from Ida Labo, and this one also contains squalane, and likely with those two moisturizers, they won't break you out at all. Another key point with acid is, of course, and I'm going to say it again, is sunscreen. So in the morning, please use plenty of sunscreen. If you are really reacting to everything, you tend to break out a lot, use a mineral sunscreen. The one that I tend to recommend the most is the Triple Care from Innisfree because it is also compatible with makeup. Or also another one to consider, and check my video that I will publish on this, and is the Purito, which is the Centella Green Level Unscented Sun SPF 50+ pure rating of 4+. This one also is excellent because it is fragrance-free, irritant-free, and it contains a lot of Centella Asiatica extract to helps to heal the skin. It is also an excellent moisturizer on its own. Last but not least, be sure to avoid any fragrance, any essential oils, also any plants extra that don't have a lot of literature, because when you have acne, your skin is in constant inflammatory states, so you want to have a super clean routine. So I will make in the future more acne related video. I'm also thinking about doing something for acne in your 30s. because it is very important when you're in your 30s to, of course, treat your acne, but also have some anti-aging effect, because unfortunately age is here. So comment down below and tell me what you would like to see. If you like this video, please thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to ring the bell to not miss any of my new video. You can also follow me on Instagram. I am Cyril Laurent and I have a lot of content there. And thank you so much for watching me, and I will see you next time with my dog. Bye bye, au revoir.